There we are. It's a little dim. Shalom, shalom, everyone.
Salam, salam, everyone.
It's been a long time, but we're back. Yeah, that lighting isn't the best. We'll have to make it work. I guess we could try it to see if it. I don't know if it's gonna do any good. You know what? I'm gonna turn this fan down some too. All right. I don't.
At least it will reduce the noise.
Yeah, they could hear us if they don't see us. How about that? Well, hello everyone. I'm glad that we're back with you. It's been a while, but we have been extremely busy, which is a good thing. But we are back and we are excited to talk about Mama Land, the direction we're headed in, and what we've been up to.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a great thing. Even though we were silent, been busy, doing so many stuff. That's why you couldn't see us for a month on live. But we're still there. We're still there, working very hard. As we have some packages that is gonna come soon on what Mama Land been working on the ground. Sometimes it's the same. The silence make you to do what you needed to do because there is no time to be wasted. Every time is what you have something, and as we always say, Mama Land is for us. You know, we have so many things that have been going on and so many projects that have been started by the Mama Land, and hopefully within this week and coming weeks, you're going to be seeing some video of that on the live on the channel too. Which you know, and we always say thanks for the sisters and brothers who've been with us as Mama Land and for entrusting us to be with us. And we always say big salute to you. You know, as we always say, we live, love, breathe free in Africa, in Mama Land. So this is our slogan, and we have a new slogan. Amma is going to tell you about that.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about that here in a second. First, we have to get the build up to it first. First, we're going to talk about the why.
Yeah.
We have a new slogan to go along with live, love, laugh, and breathe free in Africa. It's because of some things that we've been doing here in the background. We have some exciting things taking place. First, we have the Gunjur Seaside Phase 2. Phase 1 is basically complete, and now we're moving on to Phase 2. And Phase 2 is right next to Phase 1.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful land. Still in Gunjur is right next to the Phase 1. And beautiful plots, and they're 20 by 20, and they're selling for $250,000 Dalasi. And they are, like I said, they're up higher.
Yeah.
Beautiful trees. It's a nice piece of land.
And it's not a swampy land.
No.
You know, you can move on to the wedding from the wedding season wherever, because I always say this. Once you come in to Africa to buy property, you always, if you're not here, trying to find out what kind of property you're going for. Because you don't want to be in the middle of the rainy season and you have a small car, or you don't have a car. You have to get a 1010 or a taxi to take you to your property. And every driver will say, I'm not going there because it's hard to get down there.
Then you need a small boat.
Because of the road, you understand? So those are number one that you always advise the people who are not here. Because sometimes people will tell you where the land is, whatever, and it's called, sometimes it's a story. And I always say sometimes it's necessary. Don't sit over there, because what you see or what you hear over there, even on YouTube or whatever, not everything you take.
That's right.
Come over and see it by yourself. That's an Englishman saying, seeing is believing. And you know, there's a lot of things going on. This is why Mama Land come up to say, look, all them stories, all them things that is going on, people doesn't tell you about what is happening with the lands or whatever, you know, no. This is like anything you want to know about land, even if you're not going to get property from Mama Land, You know, you knock our door, we will let you, we advise you, because
That's
as
right.
human beings, as black people, remember we are first. So let's not be behind. Let's not accept that.
That's right.
We develop, we create everything we have. The internet, the TV, all these media
Satellites, cell
sites
phones,
we're talking about,
air
it's from
conditioning.
us, the black people. So we should not be behind.
That's right.
Today, the Most High brought us together with this technology. You will be over there, I'm over here, you see me, you know, FaceTime, you know, TikTok, stuff like that. There's so many, things that we can do to, to make your life easy for us. Believe me, our ancestors struggle, they hustle. We don't hustle. Life is easy for us.
Compared to them.
If we know who we are,
Right.
to be honest. This is what they were praying. This is what they were saying. Look, I want our generation not to go through what we go through. And this is why our mother have this mama land, or we named that from my mama, and the mama is for everyone. You understand? We said this is our motherland. It's for us. We own this land. No one, believe me, Africa is for us. This thing here. So we gotta know that we have no one to tell us our history.
That's right.
We should tell people our history. We should know ourselves.
It's our story, not his
our
story.
No.
That's it.
So
It's
I think
our
working with
story.
Mama Land is always, I'm gonna say, is seeing is believing. You will see by yourself. With Mama Land, everything is possible. Never discourage in life. When you knock the door to Mama Land, you succeed.
That's right.
Because we are not getting your money if you don't have what you want.
That's right.
It's a must. You're gonna get what you want, or you get your money back. So
That's
there's
it.
no lose. Dealing with Mama Land is win-win situation.
That's it. No lose. And also, going to the seaside, the Mama Tuba Estates, it's 1,700 meters from the ocean. Only 1,700 meters from the sea.
Like we said, non-Gambian is not allowed to own within the 1,500 meters square from the ocean.
Correct.
And the Gambian is not allowed to own within the 800 meters square, which is a TDA. It's meant for hotel, restaurant, stuff like that. And this land here is 1,700 meters square from the ocean. And if you build one story, you will see. And even if you go to our website, whatever, look on the drone shot, you will see how good. Or if you're in Africa, in the Gambia, come to the office every
That's right.
Wednesday at 9 o'clock, be in the office. By 10 o'clock, we're going to leave to go to the site. We take you see by yourself. We take you to the sea. See by yourself how far it is with the sea. Always, that's what they say. Get evidence. Get what you want. See by yourself. If you're over here, if you're not here, you gotta try your level best with the media. That's the YouTube or WhatsApp or whatever you think is more easy for you to see what is what. And then, so you know what you're getting for. And I think, to be honest, I'm not gonna say we're the best, but believe me, compared to other people,
We're coming.
what they're selling of properties around there, none of them will. You're gonna hear the price we're saying for $5,000. That's 250,000 with all included paperwork, capital gain tax. We say this: don't allow no one to sell property to you, then you go and pay the tax on their behalf. It's not fair. It's scamming, it's robbing, whatever you call it. It's not fair. So the guy who gained the money, he's the one who's supposed to
Should
pay
be
the
paying.
tax.
That's right.
So don't pay tax for anyone that you bought a property for.
That's right.
Gambia, because that's the law.
It's their
So you
responsibility.
gotta know your law. You gotta know your right. You
That's
gotta
right.
know who you are. You understand? To get into anyone. This is my take to anyone that is looking for property. Don't buy a property to anyone that is not willing to pay all the tax, because the tax is on his name, not on your name.
That's right.
So why would you pay a tax on my name?
And you shouldn't be paying a tax
And
until you receive the
I'm the one who received the money.
That's right.
That's really a big scam in there, and this been going on for so many years. Because you know what, people are not aware. People doesn't know the why. Because you know what, I want the property,
Yes.
so I want the
All of
property.
the
So it's like,
sacrifice.
they're just taking your liberty or your right on that. So you gotta know what you need. And first thing you do, whoever give you an alcala paper to set up is ownership, tell them you don't have any ownership yet.
That's right.
Unless you get the physical planning paper that shows you
Right.
is on agriculture. If you want it to do for agriculture, it has to be approved by them. And if you want a residency that you're gonna live, or you want a commercial, whatever, it's called residential. So once you get the approval from the physical planning, yes, we accept you, we allow you to sit on this planet, that's Africa and Gambia, then that's the second hope. You don't finish up yet. The third step is gonna be after you get that, the person who sell you or you, whatever is the arrangement, you go to the to the bank, EcoBank, and do the EcoBank process. Once you get the visit from the EcoBank, because before you go to area council, you do it straight. But you know how Africa is and how things are going. It's like sometimes the government doesn't see the money where the money goes. That's why they create an account that is going to be the eye of the government, and that's the EcoBank. They've been partnership with the banks, some of the banks, but I know that the EcoBank is their partners. That's where you go and pay the money, the fee they ask you for, and let no one charge you. You're gonna know all these fees for you to be the safe side, so that no one
give you a receipt.
Yeah, no one will just come and say, "Look, give me $200 or $1,500, whatever." No, it's 7,000, and that's $140. If in America, that's what you pay. So once you pay that, you go to the next step. You go to area council, where is the office in Brikama, and then you get the printout from that. So once you get the printout, because now your name is on the system, on the land office, on the land where it's under the section of under the Minister of Lands in this country, to know that Mr. Saul or Mrs. Saul owns a property located somewhere there, and that's the official transfer paper. So once you have that, then you go back to the owner who sent you the property. You need his signature.
That's right.
And his witness for in case of tomorrow.
All 6 copies.
Yeah, and yourself, your witness, your signature, and the witness. Then you go to the alcalde, because alcalde is the head of the village, or whatever you call it, town or village, whatever. Then the alcalde will say, "Yes, I accept you to come and sit on my community. You're welcome." Then he will put a stamp on the papers, and there are 6 copies. So once that is stamped, then you go to the chief, because the chief is also the boss of the alcalde, and you get the chief stamp. So once you do that, then that's the time the owner which sold the property to you have to pay the tax. Sometimes that's why the confusion is, no, you're supposed to pay the tax, but it depends on the arrangement at the beginning. This is why this today is about to let you know what are the process you need to know for you to say, "Oh, I'm gonna own properties."
That's right.
So once you get that, then you get the they also give you a receipt to show you that you pay the tax, or the guy, because the guy is supposed to pay it. The guy, or whether it's a man or a lady, whatever, he or she should pay the tax on his behalf, not you.
That's right.
Unless if at the beginning of the business he said to you, "Which is not fair," I'm telling you. But it depends on how you want to do business with anyone, because the world is so wide. Sometimes you like things, you say, "Oh, I don't mind to pay." Even though sometimes it's not a lot of money, but to be honest, every penny counts something. So I think every penny is something else. Even though it might not be a lot, but it's a lot for something. It can move you to another level, or a small step, point to a point. So once that is done, then you go back to the area council to pay the tax of the land. What we call duty. You pay the duty. Once you pay the duty, that's a small which is going to attack. Then you go to the CEO office, where you have the final approval. So once you do that, then you officially own a property. But also remember, once you do all those processes, is something we call what we have. That's other purpose you need to do in the future and the wrong whatever to know, especially if you're not a Gambian. Because sometimes I think Amari is fair for us to tell people what you needed.
That's right.
Because it's not fair. Like, okay, I think I get everything I need. I've been safe. You know, one day someone just come and say, "Oh no, this is not you. What do you have this?"
Right.
That's something they call occupancy, and I think it's good to talk about that.
Mhm.
The occupancy is another process where it's when you build a house and you occupy or you can get occupancy before you occupy the house.
Mhm.
But before you build, try to get a permit. Not
Yes.
from the physical planning, because some people can give you confusion. Oh, you got to go to the physical planning to give you permit to build, whatever. No, it's from the land office. The land office is the governor office in Brikama. They also have a branch in Banjul, Mansakonko, different region, wherever you buy property. So these are things you gotta know. You gotta learn. So once you know all these things, then you know that yeah, definitely, you part. Because I always say, once you go to a country, trying to know the system, trying to know the culture, trying to know the people. It's all about knowing who you are, who you're gonna be. Because if you're gonna settle down to Africa, to Gambia, you got to know the system in the Gambia.
Mhm.
Even acquiring, visas when you come, or residential permit, whatever, working permit, all the stuff you gotta know
That's right.
for you to be a Gambian, for you to be part of Africa. And God, that's our advice.
Mhm.
Never be isolating yourself. Be with the local people. This is where you learn. This is where you get impact with them. Even though sometimes you have goods and bad over there, that's all over the
Might
world.
learn the hard way sometimes, but
they
you
always
learn.
say the good one will come, bad one will come, but the good one will stay. The bad one, drop the bad ones,
That's right.
drop the bad one and pick up the good one because you like good things. So these are the things that we want you to know about Mamaland property, and Mamaland is willing to help because Mamaland helps so many people that even acquire property from different companies with only thinking that their own property
They
is just a
attempted to
piece of-
acquire.
just a piece of, and it's like, we're
Yeah.
glad to help them because this is what we're here for.
That's
We're
right.
here to support our people. This is why we're here. It's not for
Absolutely.
us, it's for us by us.
That's right.
And I
We
think
help
that's
bridge
something that,
the gap.
with Gunju, is beautiful. It's the paradise, I'm telling you, it's the paradise of Combo. Combo is a blessing. Combo is being, there's some spiritual leaders who come and bless Combo.
Mhm.
This is why Combo been like this. 2004, Bruce Lee is part of Combo. Sukuta, Bijula is all part of Combo now.
Mhm.
At that time, some of the areas, believe me, if someone said, give me $100 for me to give you a plot, you say, oh, come on, and you hate me. That's just 2004.
That was
That's-
too much.
Yeah. No, you're going to say it's a deep forest.
Wow.
And there was no lions, there was no hyenas or whatever, eating crocodile. No, you don't have to be.
Wow.
Like I said to people, sometimes what you see over there on YouTube, whatever, Africa is full of hunger, poverty. Africa is the richest. We are rich. We are all rich by knowing who we are. I'm telling you.
That's where it begins.
So
Right.
once we know that, come on and visit by yourself. Let no one tell you what is on there in Africa. Come and see by yourself, learn, interact with the local people. Then you know, because if you interact with officers or diplomacy, you might not know how. You get information from the grassroots.
That's it.
That's where you hear real story. I think for now, this is what we have on the seaside,
Mhm.
and it's beautiful. It's nice out there.
Very, very, very nice. We also have a new development coming up called Judah's Garden.
Oh, that's one of the best things, and we're working on a video
Yes.
so you it's an option because, like I said, Mamaland is always there to give the people who's going to live in that garden.
Mhm.
We know what Judah stands for us.
That's right.
We know that while we name that community that's going to come up, it's going to be, and it's like unlimited plot for phase one.
Mhm.
Like it's going to be only 30 plots for phase one. But we have phase two that's going to come, but we want to just do with this 30 plot first.
Mhm.
And as a community, then we have stage 2, stage 3, And I think that's if we have an extension, then we might have 4 or 5, whatever. But I know we're gonna have phase one and two, which is gonna come, and we want to build up a community where we're gonna upload the video that we see, because we want people to realize something. We have the economic plans that is coming up that we want to upload to people to choose, and we have our plan names that is gonna be beautiful.
That's right.
One of the plants that I named after my mom, that's Binta.
Oh, it's
the heart. I love that plant.
a very nice plan.
So we have a plant called Annie, because Annie also is my American mom, and she's one of the first customers on Mamaland property. So one of the plant is called, named after her, that's Annie.
Mariama.
And we have Mariama, and we have Matilda. We have Bambatuba.
We have Awa.
We have Awa, the roundhouse. It's beautiful. I believe me, you see, once you walk up to Mamaland, you find out what we have. You will just want to get it like there, over that one. So I'm telling you, all of the plans is like, which one you might even confuse which one I'm gonna go for.
That's right.
Even like we have like a small house that is called. I think that's the one.
Now the luxury plans.
That's the Bapulo.
Yeah, Bapulo.
That's just like 2-bedroom. It's small, but it's a very economic plan, because we feel like Mamaland, we don't want like what people hear. Oh, coming to Ghana to build a house is very expensive, whatever. No, we work according to your budget.
That's right.
And this is why we have plans that is going to cost you up to $18,000 because the Bapulo is range of $18,000 So, you can build a house within that range. Towards, I think the highest is $65.
Yes.
So, and the package, you're gonna have your solar light. You're gonna have everything you needed, or less.
Yeah, well, it depends on the finishes on that.
Yeah.
If you want like top tier, then the pricing changes.
Exactly. Because sometimes, like, some people will say, "Oh, I want this I've seen in America, or
Exactly.
ones I see in Holland or Germany or way." Then in the contract that's gonna be extra, because from that door, what we gonna provide you there is a standard. But sometimes people want the best of best.
Yes.
Even though we give it with the best, but I said, I love this
upgrade.
one, but I want to upgrade one. So it's a cost. But once you come to Mamaland, admin, and then work with them, they're going to show you everything, and they're going to go every piece by piece for you to understand what is our service. And, we want everyone to own a home. This is why we went down to bring the Bapulo, to make sure that, look, you can own.
Everybody.
You don't need to make big money to come onto Africa and build
That's
a
right.
house.
That's right.
So with Mamaland, you save. With Mamaland, you will live, love, breathe free.
So where's Judah's Garden located?
It's in Gunjur.
It's in Gunjur too.
And I'm telling you, one surprising about, I think a lot of people heard about Tough City. It's just right at Tough City.
Oh, about 5 minutes away, really.
It's very, very close. It's like I said, always come
8 minutes away.
come down and see by yourself where it's located, or look it up. You will find out, and then on our website and the feature, whatever, reach out to our information. You can see it on the screen, and then once you reach out the button and link with Amari or channel, you in safe hands.
That's right. And we have a 20 by 25 there at the Judah's Garden for $150,000 Delasi, and the 25 by 25 to $175,000 Delasi.
And one thing about that too, sometimes I say, it's very good to speak to elders, like you say, don't always try and look just to make the money.
That's right.
And this is why no company is selling property near that capacity for that range of price and the size. The size is 20 by 25, which for $150,000.
Can't beat that.
And that's just $3,000 US. So the 25 by 25 is $175,000, and that's 3,500 US dollars. We will say this. The first 5 customers on that, we have 10 bags of concrete cement for you.
Oh, wow.
This is a new package that, from my mom heart, they say that, look, you're gonna give away. And we say from the first 5 people, you have 10 bags of concrete cement on the Judah Garden. That's what we want to make sure everyone who want to live with the Judah Garden, because Judah is something that represents us as Black people, and it tells us our own self, our own story. So we should not allow people to tell us who we are. We already know people like Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, and there's so many great people talk about what is what. And from that, we've been researching so many things, and we feel like, look, we have to get a community called Judah. And the Judah Garden is going to have a pack where you can, get your Mantaba or your car park or whatever. But what we said with the Judah, we want the community that's going to live in Judah Garden to come together, know each other, live as Africans.
That's right.
Africans, we are known to share knowledge. We known to interact. For us to know who we are, let's not set boundaries. Everyone has his own choice with the Judah Garden. Even though we have a plan that we're going to build a community that is going to be economic plans, like we say, it's going to be homes that is going to be affordable for people who doesn't have a lot of money and they want to live in the Judah Garden. We don't want to say everyone has to build the Kunta Kinte or the Bamba Tuba, which is, to some people it's going to be a lot of money because it's going to be 66,000 US dollars. And it's a lot for some people. For some people it might not, but it's nice 5-bedroom. So it's something else. And I think with the Judah Garden, the possibility to we're gonna have some solar lights at the four corner of the Judah Garden. These are the advantage of living with the community that is gonna name in Judah. And we're looking towards seeing you as be part of the Judah Garden, because we all should own a property or own something that we say we own. We all know the West. You never own anything. Everything you have there is like you pay. You don't own it for life. But here, you own everything. You said you have a title. You get a name on your name. That is on your name is yours for life.
That's right. And what we've been doing here is, we with Mama Land Properties, we assist in building strong communities, sound families, and secure futures. So we're not just only trying to sell plots of land with Mama Land Property. We're here to assist in building strong communities, which gives you a peace of mind and sound mind for your family and secure futures for your family, knowing that they have a place where they can lay their head at night. So, it's building strong communities, sound families, and secure futures here with Mama Land Properties.
Yeah. And I think with the Judah, one thing about the Judah Garden, I'm so excited, to be honest. With the Judah Garden, it's something that's going to be amazing. It's going to be a little community that is going to be like 60 homes. If that's the first one, 2. And I hope so. All together might be 200 homes as the one, but we want to just deal with the 4th stage and then to the 2nd stage. And we want everyone to be part of that community, because this is what we said. It's not fair for you to offer us to sell property that is too expensive for people.
That's right.
Even though we know, Mama Land selling properties in Sandali as low as 75,000. That's just $1,500 US dollars.
And that's including paperwork.
Yeah, including paperwork.
Yeah.
And we have the Basel one. We have those are the one that is $1,500. That's $75,000. But the Judah Garden is something that just 15 minutes drive from the Atlantic Ocean of Gunjo, and 5 minutes to Top City. You have possibility, because we all heard about what's going to build in the Top City. And we're hoping that Judah Garden, as we have more extension, we're gonna have more facility that is gonna be provided for that. But for now, we know that we have some plot that is gonna be for the community. That is gonna be, they're all gonna sit and talk about what we want to put on there, on their own ideas, because we love them to come together as family, as people. That is gonna impact. Not the way we live in the West. It's the way as Africans, the way we should be. We need to show love. We are missing love. We have missing love. So like us coming to Africa, we have to be feeling the love.
That's right.
It's to love each other for real, not by the lips, not by something. It's by the heart. It's by action.
Ardent actions. That's
by
it.
action. You can say whatever you want to say, they're sweet or nice, whatever. But if the action is not sweet, if the action is not something that viable, then it's nothing. It doesn't make sense.
That's right.
And as African, as Black people, we have to be proud of ourselves. Who we are. We are first, and we will always be first on time.
So for those that's just joining us, we have 2 new properties that's coming online today. We have the Gunjur Seaside, phase 2,
and the Judah Garden.
The Judah Garden.
In Gunjur.
Both in Gunjur.
Yeah.
And so that means that there's a lot of good land that Mama Land Properties has available for those of you that want to go to Gunjur, which is a very hot place to be right now.
Definitely.
And everything's moving that way, seems like. Now here at Mama Land Property, we also do boreholes, we do soakaways, we build walls. So it's not just land, it's not just homes. We are a turnkey establishment. That means you can buy a plot of land, we can do your borehole, we can do your wall, we can build your home. Everything.
And your waste tank.
Yes.
That's what we call
soakaway. Yes, everything. It's turnkey. You can come to Mama Land, everything from picking out your land to your floor plan, the wall, your height, the gate. I mean, you name it.
And one thing of Mama Land too, people got to understand, once you choose Mama Land to design or to build your house, even if you don't buy the property from Mama Land, Mama Land will not charge you for drawing your plan.
That's right.
If you have the concept, if you don't like with the plans that Mama Land have, come to the office and work out with Mr. Amari and the architecture. Just give them the idea of how you want your house to be, and they will work hand on hand with you until you all come to in time and with no fee.
That's right.
Because with Mama Land, we say it's not everything you get paid for.
That's right.
Like especially you're gonna give the job to Mama Land to build the house for you. No fee for that. You're gonna get your plan that is been built into standard the way you want it and exactly the way it is. That's what Mama Land is gonna build for you. For you to be comfortable and happy.
That's right.
So that's one thing about that side too.
That's right. So if you have that concept in your mind, just come on down, and Mama Land can help you realize that dream, and we can actually help build that dream for you. As long as Mama Land is building that floor plan for you, there is no fee.
Yeah.
And we won't stop until we get it right, as you stated.
Definitely.
All right. And we also have office rental space available as well. So Mama Land is really, we're coming into what we just one-stop shop for everything that has to do with real estate when it comes to home and commercial, residential and commercial. So we actually have a couple offices for rent as well.
And the places where you're going to be staying, like if you're thinking of moving to Africa or to Gambia, and you're thinking, oh, I don't even have a place to stay.
That's right.
The hotel is expensive. Reach out to Mama Land Property. Mama Land will assist you to get what you want.
That's right. That's right. So on that front, if you're looking for office space, rental properties, temporary residences, you can give us a call at 220-368-7682. That's 220-368-7682. And we'd be more than happy to assist you in those areas.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have anything else for us today, Turner? I know it's been a long time. The sun's starting to go down on us now.
I think that's what we have for now. We're saying that in a couple of weeks, you're gonna see the project that been going on Mamaland properties that Mamaland been helping people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to acquire the land, and some of them like the borehole, bring the soccer way, it's gonna be uploaded so you can have a look of how it works,
Mm-hmm.
how things work here, and some of the project that is coming up on one of the customers took the plan that's called Annie is gonna be built. So Annie and Martina is already been chosen from a client that I don't want to say the name, but
We have a few projects
Yeah,
going right
so-
now. So yeah, it's,
so as time goes on, you're gonna see that project coming up on
Mhm.
on the channel. You know, you got flow up how our builders, how our good team that we set up by Mamaland, technical team, to make sure everything is being unique, everything is being professionalized
that's right.
to your status, to your satisfaction,
That's right.
because that's what we stand for. We want every penny to be useful,
Mhm.
and we want you being bringing the penny for you to get what you want. You get what you want.
That's right.
Mamaland Properties. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So that's all you have. That's all I have. And I guess we will see you again next time. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah.
Please like, share, subscribe. You know, let everybody know that Mamaland Properties is here and we are doing the right things.
And
Here again.
any question you want to ask about land position in Gambia or whatever, just reach out to us. So once you do that, then you know we will get to you so that you know whatever information you want to know on the Mamaland properties. You're welcome. We will let you know. If you want to know more, even if you're not getting property from us, we will let you know what is the hidden. If people are thinking that you know that's something you're not gonna know, you don't want to, they don't want you to know. Here we will let you know because there's nothing to be hidden in this world.
That's right.
There's nothing here is not shareable. Everything is for us.
Because we have a comment. We have Sarlin Martinez. You can trust Mamaland because they deliver what they say. Turner has done an amazing job for me with the borehole and the fixing the electrical appliances at my property. He was always on time.
Oh, that's that's Sister Shayan and the Busumbala,
Okay.
the borehole Busumbala project.
Okay. Awesome.
She lives in the UK, and you know, big thanks to you, sis, and good to hear from you. You know, and good to see you back as the homeland. Remember, we said to you, Africa is your home, not the UK.
That's right.
Good to hear from you. So you know, we also happy, you know, for you to deal with Mamaland because there's so many people out there, and you've been choosing Mamaland. We say thank you for that. Thank you
Yes.
for trusting us, and thank you for the nice comment there. Because I think if you were not happy, you're not gonna comment that.
That's
Because
right.
you already see the service that Mamaland's been delivered to you. So we said, good to see you back.
Said, well done, Mamaland Property, and keep up the job.
Thank you.
Thank you so
sis.
much. Thank you so much.
She's one of the nice sisters
Okay.
that she have never met me before.
Mhm.
She get the information from YouTube and she
Mhm.
reached out to me. And we talk about, you know, because even when she said, oh, you know, I don't get the money, then I said, don't worry. I said, Mamaland is here not just to get the money,
That's right.
it's to help you to see. Because, and it's so something that touched my heart.
Mhm.
As a man, we need to help the women
That's
to make
right.
sure they achieve, because some of these women are single mothers.
That's right. It's a lot of things.
You know, so it's a lot of trouble they've been going through in their life over there. So for them to come to Africa to own the properties,
Mhm.
she spent a lot of money to
They,
own
they
properties.
don't need to be taken advantage
So
of.
you know they don't need to be taken advantage.
That's
If
right.
you don't support them, don't take anything from them. You know, you gotta support them because you gotta be there.
Mhm.
Check yourself. If you were a woman and people think that yeah, women, we need to take advantage of them. No,
Yes.
you have to stand for them
That's right.
because that's what we are. It's like every successful man have to get a good woman to be successful.
Mhm.
So being them as our mothers, I always say the women's our mothers.
Yes.
So we have to give them back.
Mhm.
Whatever we think that we can do for them, let's do it for real.
Absolutely.
Let's do it for love,
That's right.
not just for the penny, for who we are.
Penny
And
comes
I
and
always
goes.
say, black people, we've been talking many, many years. It's high time for us to deliver.
That's right.
Let's stop with talking. And we thank her for entrusting Mamaland. And when we start the borehole, everything went through. She's happy. She went back to the UK, and I'm, wishing her the best with her family, and hoping to see her back soon.
That's right.
Because I told her that Africa is our home.
That's
you
it.
know, and I always said we are Africans, so we have to be living in Africa.
That's right.
We are just there for a time. That's for holidays. I said, in the West, it's for holidays. Let's come home, feel home.
It's for living.
No place better than home. No one's gonna develop their home, and it's very, very. It touched my heart when I see a woman trying so hard to own a property without a man there.
Wow.
And I asked myself, where's the man? Just an example, go to Tangier. See what women are doing there.
Oh, yes.
90% of people over there, they're women. So where's the man?
Go to the markets.
Exactly.
They're
So, it touched my heart to see a woman trying so hard. That's why when I see a woman trying so hard, we will definitely do our best, whatever we think we can help you. We will help you out to make sure you succeed.
That's right.
Of you coming on stage. This is for the single mothers to know. That's a place where we say, you're a single mother, but you're not going to be single because you're going to have a family. Mamaland is going to be a business, but it's going to be a family too to you.
That's right.
So welcome to Mamaland Property.
And African Pauline said, hi, Mama Land. Hello.
Hello.
All right. I guess that's all the comments, and that's all of the subject matter we have for the day. So we will go ahead and let everyone go, and we will see you again next week.
Next Thursday.
All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next Thursday. All right, everyone. Have a great night.
All right. Thank you.
Shalom.
Everyone.
Shalom.
Salam to peace and blessing.